What do you love about Channelview High School?
The experiences and the connections that I've made with the people here.
I love the community. I love how diverse we are.
Definitely the community and just the friends that I made here.
Welcome back to another episode of The Path Forward. As always, I'm your host, Dr. Rick Fernandez, and we're here on the east side of Houston today. I've got some very special guests, Channelview ISD, and we're at Channelview High School. Now, we're talking CTE as all of our listeners know that's my passion. So I have some CTE students, and they're going to join us in the conversation. So I'm going to ask everybody just to introduce yourself very quickly, your grade level, and which CTE pathway you're currently involved in.
Hi, I'm Lyra Moreau. I'm in the 11th grade, and my pathway is marketing.
Hello, I'm Kyle Martin. I'm a senior here at Channelview High School, and my endorsement is business.
Hello, I'm Jocelyn Moreno. I'm a senior, and I'm in the audio-video production program.
Hi, I'm Gabriela Ortiz. I'm a senior, and I'm part of the graphic design program.
Okay, so I got to ask, we'll start with you, Gabriela, since you're down there, right? Why did you choose that program?
I chose it because I'm a very creative person, and in middle school I always drew a lot, painted a lot, did all like the artsy thing like an art person can do. And when I heard of the graphic design program, it was one of the things that really interested me, and I'm so glad I chose it.
So you feel like it's really let you blossom and really lean into your strengths, which is obviously art. So I'm sure like your refrigerator, you got stuff all over it from middle school, elementary.
Yes.
Well, good. Okay, so who can top that? You can top that. Why did you join?
I joined because throughout elementary and even middle school, I looked for career pathways, and I always wanted to be like a lawyer or things of that sort, but I wanted something to match my personality. And marketing would help me to get out there, talk to other people, and use my fun personality.
So you're the person at the lunch where talking to everybody,
Yes.
like won't sit
Yes,
down,
you can
like up and around.
Yes.
But just in lunch, not in classes, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, so let's hear yours. Top that.
So with business, my grandfather owns his own business, a pest control. And so I kind of was following in his footsteps almost. I'd like to own my own business once I'm older, if possible, but I've worked with him some, and I liked what he does, like the idea of owning my own business.
So you would say he's kind of been like a mentor, somebody to kind of guide you and show you the ropes from a young age.
Yeah.
Okay, last but not least.
Oh, well, I've always had like a passion for like creating videos or like just making stuff in general. Like, cause I've always just grew up around it. I was on YouTube when I was like young. So I thought it was just really cool, being able to cultivate like a community around it. And also like it helped me like recognize what I want to do. Like I'm a social officer for Channelview, and that really helped me like create my skills and to become a social officer.
Okay, I'm a new student. I transferred from Wisconsin, coming to Channelview High School. I'm going through my course request. You just happen to be in the office when I'm filling it out. And you hear me trying to figure out, all right, I really want to get involved with career in tech. I don't know what to choose. And then you being the social person that you are, can't help but be in my business. So you're going to sell me that program. So sell me, why do I want to be with you and doing what you're doing?
So in marketing and also in business, there's a program called DECA, and they give you opportunities not for just academic, but for social as well. So when we went for a competition, there were multiple colleges there. They give you opportunities for business. They give you opportunities for marketing. They explain a lot of things to you. They give you pamphlets, give you a lot of information about like the tuition and the student life there. But also it gives you a lot of social experience. You meet so many different people. You connect with people that down the line, it'll help you in the business world.
So it's fair to say then, not only like being a new student, right? This will help me be connected within the school.
Yes.
And then I'll get opportunities outside of school to learn more about the business world, what universities offer. So it's a way for me to really plug in pretty quickly.
Yes.
And me being like, an instant friend with you, then I get to hang out. I get to hang out with you, and we get to walk around the lunchroom.
Yeah,
together.
we walk around the lunchroom, and then also not just that. Like when we go out, we'll go to like fine dining, Fine dining. Perry's. Do you know what Perry's is?
My fine dining is like McDonald's
Oh, no.
or Jack in the Box.
Rich and expensive.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
You sold me. Okay, well, if I'm going to do all that, I need to know a little bit more about business. So why should I be a part of the business CTE?
So I think she has covered a good portion of it, but some of the more technical aspects of joining business, or like it gives you skills to work in a company and work for a company, work towards owning your own. Recently I've gotten a new job, and like it's helped me to understand like how businesses are run, how it works, what's going on in that business, and like how to perform my duties better.
Did it give you a little bit more insight into, like, you mentioned your grandfather and owning his business, like some of the pros and cons and the things that were constantly on his mind about how to run that business? Were you able to make some more connections as you got to high school?
Yeah, and so I've heard like some of the issues that he's had running his business, but I haven't always understood like some of the jargon, some of the stuff that he talks about. But recently, like being in business, it's taught me a lot of the stuff I needed to know, and like how he runs his business, how he operates everything.
Okay, very nice, very nice. So, because some of us have some very fine taste, so I'm gonna need to make some money. So you're gonna be our money guy. We're gonna come to you to make sure we can eat at Perry's.
Oh, we can.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Okay, sell it to me. Give it to me.
Oh, well, the audio video side, it's like you're able to explore your creativity, and you're also able to, if you're interested in movies or anything like that, like you're able to see how they edit it. You're able to use the software that they use as well to create these type of movies. And you're also just able to do kind of whatever you want, like a self-project. Like for me, I want to journal what I do in a day, like, and I want to inspire others, like, to work as hard as me, because I think I work pretty hard.
So do you see what I'm working with here, right? So if I got this face, can you fix this with your editing software?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Because good Lord, that's all I got to work with. So I'm coming to you. Okay, but we need some graphic designs for our business, right?
Yes, and like with the AV side, with graphic design, we also like explore like the different softwares we have. We have Adobe and like the cheaper versions of them, like Designer. And if you're somebody who loves like creating stuff, it's like another like world to like creating like many different things, like logos, fonts, graphics, effects, even like on like your face. Like we could do
Like, fix all that, right?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Like, yeah, we learn Photoshop as well, and learn all like the different techniques and things that can make like anything like really look cool. Like
It sounds like we've got like the perfect match right here to start our own business, have a network, which we call what you do. Like you're out there networking, you're making things happen. We've got to have, how do we run this thing? Okay, we've got to have some social, we need to have interaction, some video component, and we have to have someone that's designing the pieces of that so it kind of all fits together. Now here's a very important question, right? Because I'm sure your teachers have talked about like the business world, and when you get out into the real world, I'm sure you heard that a million times, right? Go to college, get the real world, get a career. But one of the things I think business can do better to support you guys, right, is understand really what it is that you need. So when you think about what do you need from the business world, what makes sense to really help you achieve whatever that career goal is, can you think of something that's like, hey, we really would like more of this or some help with this?
I would say communication or networking skills. Like businesses, they talk about networking, they talk about collaborating with other companies and stuff like that, but we want to know how to do it, when to use it, and things like that.
I love that. That's a great point, because there's a lot of stuff out there, but there's like a small percentage of it that's really effective.
That or it actually gets used.
Exactly. Great point. That's a great ask.
Well, if I were to put it in one word, I would say probably opportunity. To get into your own business is obviously extremely difficult, and I think having some like people to talk to, giving yourself that opportunity, if there's anyone you know who can maybe give you a loan for it, or like if you already know someone who owns a business like my grandfather, maybe you can take over a business, something where you can actually get into the business without having to put in like the level of work that a lot of people have had to go through to get there.
So some advice, maybe some tips so that you're not having the same pitfalls with starting with like brand new, right? Because business owners, there's always a lot to learn along the way. No matter how much you have planned, there's going to be some adjustments no matter what. But having some of those folks kind of say, hey, these are some of the mistakes I made. These are the great decisions I've made. So some more like some mentorship type of opportunities with businesses and startups and what have you. Okay, I like that a lot. All right, audio, visual. What do you need?
I think you need adaptability for sure, like to be able to adapt in any type of situation that you're put in, like with your bosses or anything. And also, you also need like a personal growth mindset to like put yourself in those type of situations so you're able to like grow from it, you know?
So if you were going to ask the boss of whatever company out there, can you help me with this? What would this be? What would you want help with?
Well, just like learning all of the stuff that like are required from the job, like.
So just really understanding what the job, the day to day, like you want to know first thing in the morning, like I get up, this is what the typical day in the life is.
Yes, for sure.
Ah, okay. That changes a lot, especially in your field. It's different day every day. Graphic designer, what's the ask from the business community?
I think learning how to take risks, because I think a lot of people are very timid, like intimidated by these large companies, and it's hard to choose. Like especially when you graduate, you're thinking like, where should I go? And people sometimes start off too strong or not enough. They don't give enough energy to be at these companies, and I feel like we should take the risk even if it might not succeed. But I feel like it would be a great opportunity for you to keep taking risks, to to make yourself confident enough to do it.
No, that's a great point. That's hard to do. Taking risks, like this was a risk when we started doing this. When I started doing this 4 years ago, right? Because it's not me really. So I had to learn how to get involved and really like critique yourself and all of those things. So I love that. I love everything that y'all said. And the reason I'm asking is because we do have a lot of friends in the business world, and they're always asking, how do we get involved with students? Well, I always tell them, look, donations are great, career days great, but really we want your time. Like my kids need your time, your investment of your time, because that's what I believe matters most. That's when I get to ask all the questions and get to know, like you said, like what hasn't worked, how do we do this a little bit better, what should I expect? I think all of you probably want to make a good salary, good living, what have you. So understanding what jobs pay what. Sometimes that's just not easy. You can't just find that. You got to kind of figure your way. So what do you love about Channelview High School? What do you love about being here? And Dr. Hill's gonna be listening, so you need to come up with you gotta have some good answers here.
Let me see. The experiences and the connections that I made with the people here is what I would say I like the most.
Tell me your teacher. Give me your one teacher you feel like.
Oh, I got you right now.
Okay.
Miss Motley Carpenter.
You're gonna go the whole first and last
yes,
name.
Miss Motley Carpenter. She is one of the best teachers that I've had.
Why? You gotta tell me why.
She relates not on a teacher level, but she relates on an outside level. She can connect to real world situations. She's not just a type of teacher to let you sit there and sit with your head down and this and that. She's going to ask you. She's going to connect with you. She's going to vibe with you. She's going to understand you. She takes the time to see things from our perspective instead of just seeing stuff from her perspective.
I love that. Channelview High School, why do you love it?
Well, if we're still going based off of the teachers, so I have Miss Motley as well. I love Miss Motley, but unfortunately, she's not my favorite. And this teacher might not appreciate it, but Miss McGill is my favorite teacher. She's my debate coach. And that's honestly why I'm comfortable speaking here, is because of debate. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, see, I like how you put in that but there, so you were kind of qualifying, like, I really like her but. So you learned you put your debate skills on show right there. I love it. Okay, tell me.
Definitely the community, like, and just the friends that I made here, and also my teachers as well. But like, I'm literally only here because of her. Like, and I wanted to put myself out there as well, like to build more of myself, like to, but yeah. And my favorite teacher is Miss Hutchins.
Ms.
Because
Hutchins?
she's
Why?
the director of Channelets, and I could tell her passion in what she does. And she honestly is one of the reasons that I still go to practice sometimes. So
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, finish this up.
I love Dr. Hill. Like he's like
Pretty solid.
Yes, he's so nice, friendly, everything, and I love Channelview. I grew up like my whole life here, and my family like my mom's grew up here, went to high school here, middle school as well, and again I love the community. I love how diverse we are, and I love the opportunities we have here, and as well as the things the school buys us. Like when you look at another school, it's completely different. Like we have like very expensive like techwear, like welding has like the whole machinery stuff. And I'm very appreciative of our school to have these things for us.
You feel like they've invested in you, right?
Yes.
What you need and not
They
skimped
care
on.
about us.
Hey, that's I tell you what, as a superintendent and a board, like that's you saying that is really what it's all about. Like if your students know that you care about them, like the rest of it we can figure out. It's not always going to be perfect, but the rest of it we can figure out. I got to tell you, I've had a lot of guests, everything from CEOs of huge companies to superintendents to board members. Been very fortunate to talk to a lot of people. I have not been this impressed with guests in a very long time. I think you all have extremely bright futures, and it's there for the taking. No matter what you hear on the news, see on the news, there's so much opportunity out there, and there's just a lot of things that are changing. And when things are changing, it means opportunity. So don't be afraid to take a risk. Don't be afraid to get out there, because you're going to fail somewhere. It's only a matter of time, right? But that's part of it. That's part of the learning process. Okay, before we wrap up, where do people need to go to find out more information about Channelview High School Career and Tech Programming?
They should follow our CTE page on Instagram and Facebook. We post a lot of content of our endorsements and pathways, even videos of each endorsement as well.
Thank you so much for being on the show. This will not be the last time we're here, I'm thinking, because this has just really been a great experience. So thank you for being on the path forward. So if you like what you heard and saw today, please like, subscribe, and all of the Channelview ISD information will be in the description. Thank you for joining us on the path forward.